Right, so all those fans that millions of fans that were Ultimate Warrior fanatics, now you have them on a different level because they have grown and matured with age, and now you're affecting them.
They show up when I go out and speak. In fact, as I said today, sometimes in the middle of my speaking engagement, everybody's face in there will turn into a 10-year-old kid, because they were all 10-year-old kids at the peak of my career when they made that connection with the Ultimate Warrior. But it's the way. If you go back, and there was a time in my life during one of the absences in my career and I was pursuing other goals, I went on this self-learning journey. Actually, I used a lot of my success to finance my self-learning journey, buy myself time to become enlightened about something else I could go out and continue to do. Even in the early 90s, after my match I had with Hogan, because when I got in the business, I looked at it as a goal. I knew what was. I looked at the landscape of wrestling, where they were going. It was going physiques. I knew I had the knowledge to create the best physique in the business, wrap it up in something colorful and vivid and energetic. My goal in that business when I got in it was to get to the top. And then having that match with Hulk Hogan was at the top. Right. And so I started setting other goals, thinking even then, what could I do later on in my life with the Warrior identity that I created, and continue to use it to inspire people positively. And that's what I'm doing today. And through the self-learning journey I went on, reading classical literature and studying the great books of the Western world, what I discovered is that that's the way the world works, is that there's a certain period in your life, and when I go out and talk to 20-year-olds, myself being 44-year-old, I let them know. I make sure that they know that they're in a place in their life where they have the opportunity to make all kinds of mistakes, huge mistakes if they want to. It's the time for them to figure out their philosophies of life. But there comes a time later in your life, and this is where I guess I criticize some of the people that I worked with during my era more than others, Hulk and Piper and some of the other guys that have had that opportunity to figure out their philosophy of life but still haven't grown up. It's the way the world works, is for people to do what I did, like with the Ultimate Warrior, balls to the wall, just go for it. But then later in your life, you get to a different place where you influence and you mentor and you motivate people in a different way.
Well, if you want to visit Ultimate Warrior at any of his speaking engagements, you can visit his website, which is
ultimatewarrior.com, and I answer all my email there. And if anybody wants to communicate with me, can do so there.
So, if you want to go book Ultimate Warrior for a speaking engagement, visit ultimatewarrior.com. And thank you for visiting WrestlingFigs.com.